It's August the 2nd, and I have occasion to go downtown, so that's where we're headed. I didn't walk yesterday. I actually put in quite a few steps, but we had a bunch of stuff happening around the house with things being delivered and such like, so I did not get out, which means I haven't done my creek walk yet, so I'll save that for some other day this week. But today it's downtown. Sunny and warm and windy at the moment. House for sale. If you want to be my neighbor. Sounds like they're working in my backyard, so I'll have to check that out when I get back. I hear hammering, and I think it's coming from our house. I didn't look out before I left. They weren't there the last time I did. So I will get downtown. I'm headed straight to the Cornwall Center because I have some prescriptions to drop off and pick up. And then I will not live stream, walk down to the hotel and pick up the live stream probably from there, unless I have to go back to the Cornwall Center to get my prescriptions, in which case I'll pick it up from there before I head back. I have to be back by 2:45. I'm interviewing someone for the podcast, the World Shapers podcast this afternoon, Brad C. Anderson, who's one of my authors. His novel Duotero I republished through Shadowpaw Press Reprise. It was originally published by Bundoran Press, which is now gone. And since he's a science fiction author, I'm going to interview him for my podcast where I talk to science fiction and fantasy authors about the creative process. I've already edited a story today. It's going to be in Shapers of Worlds Volume 3, the anthology that I kickstarted featuring third-year guests of the podcast after 2 successful Kickstarters of Volume 1 and Volume 2. That house and all its trees are gone. It was a heritage property, but it was so badly run down that it wasn't saved. Carrying my computer bag, which always adds a little extra oomph to my walk. These flowers are doing well. And also it has 2 copies of What If You Could, which is the picture book I published, written by Lynn Harley. So these were pre-orders. They actually would have been better off, in retrospect, if they'd waited and if I hadn't taken pre-orders, because you could have ordered the book by now. I had to wait for my own stock to get in, so it's actually slower ordering it through me. Could have ordered it directly from Amazon or other bookstores and already had it in the works. But lesson learned there for future reference. Pre-orders might make sense if I'd had more lead time. But this book was really, really rushed because Lynn came to me only in May, I think. And she was setting off on her fundraising bike ride across a large portion of Canada, raising funds for Jack.org, which is a youth mental health charity. And she wanted to have the book ready to go, and she really hadn't allowed enough time, but I was able to make it happen. But some aspects of it were certainly rushed, and that's why it actually went on sale in bookstores before I even had any stock. Normally a pre-order might make sense because I will get my stock in ahead of the bookstores, but not this time. Anyway, I'll still get them out. So 2 hard, and some have already gone out. The ones that I felt I could order drop ship from the printer have already gone out. The ones that's more economical for me to send directly are the ones that are delayed. But I have 2 hardcovers anyway of this book in my computer bag right now, which is thereby making it heavier even than usual. See how bright and sunny it is as we go by the original Saskatchewan Government Telephones building, where the Royal Saskatchewan Museum now has laboratories. When we get to Leopold's Tavern, I see the original artwork on that side of the building has been replaced. I wonder if it's the same artist. Probably not. I suppose artwork on the side of buildings does tend to be... Specs is a nice eyeglass place. Does tend to be ephemeral. Hello, Dean? I wish I'd worn my sunglasses. Forgot about... Well, actually, I didn't exactly forget. I didn't have them. All my sunglasses are in a car, and both cars are gone, so... Oh, look. This worked out well. I can cross right here, right now. Work our way up towards Cornwall Centre. So this will be about a 25-minute walk, and then about the same when I do part 2 later on. Hello, Kirk in Vancouver. Ooh, let's go down the alley. That's always an exciting change. At least part way down the alley. Office building here, back of an apartment building there. Straight ahead of us is a credit union building, that round brick one. And the North Canadian Oils building is the one that's sticking up with the green windows on it. Back of another apartment building over here. Is there a path down this way I could take to be different? No, not really. There's not an opening here. Oh, yes there is. Let's go this way. Oops, I want to walk into that. There's not actually a path through, but oh well. I assumed the sidewalk would go all the way through, but apparently it doesn't. Get over to the shady side of the street. That's the front of the apartment building. One of the older big ones down here. This one's interesting because you have a row in front and then you have the other building behind it. There are still some residences down here. Lots of things are turned into businesses, but not everything. And that's a brand new house there. Across from this much older house over here. That one looks like it's still a house. Whereas that one over there was a restaurant at one point, vegetarian restaurant. Now I think it's a hair salon. apartment building over there. So I would take this alley, but there's a truck blocking it halfway down, so I guess I won't. Quite an old apartment building over on that corner. Mirror's headquarters, whatever that means. Ripplinger Fine Art Gallery over there. And I will cross again to get on the shady side of the street. It's not really hot, but it's warm enough, especially with the sun. And I'm wearing a black shirt, which is never a good choice. Vietnam. Hello, thanks for joining me. I know I already said hi, but I didn't know you're from Vietnam, so hello. I don't think you would consider this hot in Vietnam. Even if it does get up to, 27 or 28 today at an apartment building there. Hottest it's been this year, we got up to 36 or 37 one day. Celsius, of course. This one's nice. I believe it is a house, and a very good-looking one at that. And then here's another apartment building. Let me think where I am here. Let's go this way. Not a path I usually take. I mean, it's just a parking lot, but at least it's a slightly different route than I normally follow. It's just a parking lot. That's all I got to show you in my live stream today. Alright, you get a different view of City Hall there. That's the tall one. And that's an apartment building behind it. And then the Silverly building there with Canada on the side is tax people, Canada Revenue. The little white building over there is courthouse. The taller building is North Canadian Oil's building. And this yellowy brick building used to be the YMCA. But that branch of it closed, unfortunately. Been there since the 60s or 50s. 50s, I think. I think the building was built about the time I was born. I won't go this way because there's a car coming. So the building is there, but it's not a YMCA anymore. This is a better place to cross anyway because it's a four-way stop. I'm walking down the middle of the street. I was trying to see what was going on with stuff down there. I don't think it affects the corner I want to be on, so I'll go this way. Okay, there's a house that became an office. And this one next to it as well. When I first moved to Regina, this was where the Saskatchewan Writers Guild was. I don't know what's in there now. Maybe it's a house again. I don't know. Doesn't have a sign of any sort. So there's downtown with the towers, and there's the Hotel Saskatchewan, which is where I will end up. But I'm headed to the Cornwall Centre first. Morning. Coming up behind First Baptist Church here. Oh, there's the Frontenac over there, one of my favorite apartment buildings. I like the style of it, sort of Spanish look. This here is First Baptist Church. Kitty corner to Knox Presbyterian over there. And here's the Balfour, another one of my favorite apartment buildings, style-wise. And I guess since we came this way, which of course is more or less what I intended, I will go across into the park. Unfortunately, I might be a little shy of time to cross the road here, so that's unfortunate. I'll wait. So here's front of First Baptist. This is Victoria Avenue. Avery Tower down there. I'm actually planning to go there before I go to the hotel and sit in the coffee shop, because I'm under coffeeed. Victoria Park over there with the, looking the other way toward Albert Street. Again, Max Met. Library is down that way. Victoria Park has the cenotaph. We'll be walking right by it in a minute. Now, I don't know if they're setting up or taking down. Has the folk festival happened, or is it still to happen and that's what they're setting up? I really don't know. I should know, but I don't. Or some other festival maybe. It looks like they're setting up, so probably putting in fencing and stuff for some other festival. Well, this is Victoria Park. As I would say, they're putting up tents and things over here. Now, and these stands here will be where they put up the barriers, so setting up for something. It might be the folk festival. So this cenotaph, of course, was built First World War memorial, but then it has additional inscriptions on it for conflicts since then. And you see the Twin Towers that are right downtown now. There's a third tower, but originally they were the Twin Towers because they match. Canada Life building there, which was Crown Life originally. So there's a number of remembrance things around the cenotaph here. I think rather than go down the Scar Street Mall, I will go down Cornwall Street here and stop at the end in front of the Hudson's Bay there. This plaza here is where the farmers market will be tomorrow. And it has, I think they're calling it Fiacco Plaza now or something like that. He was the mayor who was kind of behind the whole thing. So there's some artwork and this permanent stage right in front of me. How you feel about it depends on how you feel about it. Not everybody's a fan. There's these lights you see down there that I always think of as lightsabers. At night they're different colors. The low brick building to the left there is Royal Canadian Legion Hall number 001. I still don't know exactly why Regina has the very first Legion Hall in the country, but there it is, branch 001. The tall building behind it used to be a Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. They have a look. You can always tell them. They went in for that white facade. There's one in Weyburn that's smaller but similar. SGI building behind it. It's not the CIBC anymore. One of our nicest restaurants is down on the bottom, though, Avenue. Rural Municipality of Sherwood. In American terms, that's like the county that we're in. And there's the Legion, number 1. And of course, Hudson's Bay, dead ahead. Once I get to the corner here, I'll stop. Now the Avenue sign is starting to appear in the old CIBC windows. And Hudson's Bay is one of the anchor stores in the Cornwall Centre, which is where I'm headed. You used to be able to come in from this way, but at the moment still, I don't know why, they have this entrance closed, or maybe it's permanent now, I don't know. Pizza place in here. So I'm going to cross here. I will stop here, and I'll be back later with part 2. Bye for now.